The city of Cape Town separates a peninsula from mainland South Africa, a sliver of land where people and animals compete for space. There's not much of Africa's big game left. It's all gone, apart from the large population of baboons. The 25 members of the Smith's Troop begin their morning as usual, patrolling the coast road in the hope of finding a tourist's car, unlocked and hopefully crammed with crisps and sandwiches. This morning, though, things are rather quiet. Time to catch up on monkey news. Merlin's got a plan. This old boy is the criminal mastermind of the Smith's Troop. He's got his sights set on more refined delights than cheese and pickle. But there are baboon bouncers watching his every move. The baboon monitors are a dedicated team employed by the Nature Conservation Corporation to follow the troop every day and try to keep them out of mischief. But it's hard to keep an eye on the movements of 25 lively monkeys. Merlin goes for the brazen approach, casually ambling past the law enforcers, cool as a cucumber in baboon form. Merlin has already made one unsuccessful attempt at breaking and entering the Black Marlin restaurant. This time, it's personal. He's returned to the scene of his crime. He lurks in the bushes. It's still early, but he's happy to wait. He cases the joint as it slowly comes to life. Merlin doesn't miss a trick. An open door. Like all primates, Merlin has a problem-solving brain. One way or another, he'll find a way in. But he'll have to find a way past this guy, the restaurant's own personal baboon monitor. He spends all of his time trying to keep the baboons at bay. Has Merlin met his match? While Merlin stakes out the marlin, the rest of the gang has managed to give the monitors the slip too. The restaurant shares its spot on the coast with a caravan park. The holiday homes and chalets, set on lush green lawns, are a magnet to monkeys on the scrouge. For the youngsters, the array of prefabs is a giant playground. But the adults have a stronger sense of mission. A caravan park means only one thing: trailer trash. Well, I think you're right to give that a miss. It's monkey mischief everywhere. Holidaymakers are understandably unnerved by their visitors, not the quiet getaway they were hoping for. Alpha male Fred leads the way. Camper vans conveniently have door handles, his speciality. While others check if the bins have been emptied. An unlocked vehicle is an open invitation to the practiced car thieves of Smitswinkle Bay. And now a guinea fowl is attacking its own reflection, believing it to be a rival. In a recent study of where not to park your car, this place came, I don't know, top 3? Even newcomer Jimmy has managed to cram his enormous cheeks with snacks. Throughout the park, the youngsters are having a ball. Many animal species engage in play, especially the more intelligent and social ones. It's a way of giving youngsters a chance to experiment with adult behaviours without the risks. Leaping about helps to hone their coordination, but the rough and tumble is also where they start to establish their place in the hierarchy, play fighting and showing who's boss. But playtime's soon over. It doesn't take long for the baboon monitors to figure out where their charges have gone. And this time, they've brought reinforcements. The restaurant's monitor also helps round up the rabble. This is the moment Merlin has been waiting for. While the home guard is busy, he sneaks round the back. Meanwhile, the baboon monitors are driving the rest of the Smiths troop from the nearby holiday park, using bullwhips as baboon scarers. With security distracted, the restaurant's vulnerable to a raid. Merlin seizes his chance. In the Tokai forest, beneath Table Mountain, the Tokai troop make their home. One of the veterans of the troop, Grandfather Magali, watches over the kids. In the Tokai, nature has dealt the troop a harsh blow. One of the females has given birth, but it's not the happy event it should be. Named Sad by researchers, this female lives up to her name. She's just given birth to a male called Trance, but this female suffers a cruel twist of fate. Sad hasn't got any nipples and isn't able to feed her newborn infant. Trance desperately needs to suckle. He grows weaker by the hour. Sad is an attentive mother. She has endured a similar tragic birth with several other babies, but without being able to suckle her infant, there is nothing she can do. The pair is bound together in their helpless state. Usually curious baboon onlookers are keen to hold new babies, but all they can do is watch as the little one fades away. Poor Sad grooms his fragile body. It's all she can do, powerless to end the little one's suffering. Who knows the emotions baboon mothers feel? Such are the tough realities of life in the forest. But for every infant lost, others are born, and soon the troop is welcoming new and healthy arrivals. Berta and Schumpel are both cradling their little ones. Real cause for celebration. The babies are only 2 days old, but fed by their mother's rich milk, they are bright and alert. Members of the troop gather, keen to meet the new recruits. Everyone loves a baby. Tenderly, the guests greet Mother Berta and her baby, Hope. They lip-smack gently, making the baby greeting call. It's only used when approaching infants to make it clear that they mean no harm. One by one, they want to groom the baby. It's an introduction, helping the newborn to get to know everyone in the troop. It's a bit too soon for Hope to take in so many new faces, but with time she'll begin to recognize each animal's individual features, as well as the distinctive tone of their voices. Sad watches the other mothers and their babies. The struggle is over. Trance has gone. She still continues to carry his lifeless body. Sometimes baboons will do this for weeks, but perhaps distracted by the new arrivals, she lays her little one to rest. As Schumpel nurses her baby, Sad approaches, gently greeting the new arrival. It's a bittersweet moment. It's a challenging and dangerous world, but by maintaining their close bonds and social structure, baboons still survive against the odds. And with the strong hand of Danny to guide them, grandfathers Meagerly and Stettler, and even newcomer Clint, the troop has a bright future. back on the coast, and Merlin is putting his plan for the restaurant raid into action. While the rest of the Smith's troop are running riot around the nearby caravan park, keeping the monitors busy, Merlin strikes. It's not what you'd call a discreet entry. The dining room is full of guests, but it's a sunny day and several windows are open. He's got to be quick. There are plenty of potential witnesses. But the noise of the commotion carries to the caravan park, attracting the restaurant's baboon bouncer. His mouth stuffed full, Merlin makes a dash. It's time to get out of here. He joins the rest of the Smith's troop as they head back to the coast road, their usual carjacking hangout. But this time, egged on by the baboon bouncers, they don't stop. Instead, they head down to the beach. Perhaps it's time for the troop to get back to nature. This is where a wild primate can hang out without a care in the world. The Cape Town baboons are unique. Though baboons all over Africa are adaptable and will eat just about anything, these are the only ones that like to beachcomb. The tide brings in all sorts of tidbits. And rock pools are teeming with mollusks and crabs. For the youngsters, the beach is one huge sandpit. This day out at the seaside is a wonderful change from the noisy road. With the baboons behaving themselves for once, the monitors can also ease off and take a well-earned rest. And all the while, the troop is being watched over by their attentive guardian. Alpha male Fred has been a caring and gentle father, always putting his baby's safety first. But in the months after we filmed, when his raiding activities began to lead to violent attacks on people, the local authorities faced a dilemma. Whatever the underlying cause, they couldn't risk Fred causing serious harm to a human bystander. So they made the difficult decision to have Fred humanely put down. If we are to prevent the next generation of baboons from following in Fred's footsteps, we will have to accept that we are partly responsible and change our own behavior too. And Smiths aren't the only troop to be clashing with their human neighbours. Remember the mischief-making monkeys of Dagama? But now their usual tower block residence is silent. You almost wouldn't recognize the place. Not a baboon in sight. After their recent breaking and entering, the baboon monitors have tightened up their management and herded the family onto a recreation site on the edge of the Navy base. The people who live in the flats have had to put up with baboons' constant noise, mess and destruction of their property. Sometimes it gets a bit much, so the monitors are trying to give the residents a break. And it doesn't seem so bad for the troop either. There's plenty of space to roam and healthy food to eat. It's tough for alpha male Gundi to be pushed around, But for baboons to live alongside people, there has to be some give and take. Some experts fear the Cape baboons could face extinction, with property prices soaring and demand for homes on the coast putting pressure on the remaining wilderness. But it's not all doom and gloom. The baboon monitors are a big investment made by people who care about baboons. Conservation groups, government and private individuals all play their part. There are many dedicated people determined to make sure these unique primates keep their rightful place on this little strip of Africa. The troop soon settles down in their new home. The tall trees that surround the park are a perfect place to spend the night. The human world can be a dangerous place for baboons, but the Dagama troop are safe in their treetop roost. And the human residents of the flats can sleep with their windows open tonight. Perhaps they'll even get a lie-in. For now, it seems a compromise might have been reached, and everyone, man and beast, can sleep soundly.